Happy grinding. What's up to everybody out here getting that grind on this beautiful day. It's another awesome day in Georgia. We enjoying this Georgia weather. Um, as we know, it can change at any moment in time. So we're to capitalizing off of that, sitting back, cool. We out here by the pool. Even though the pool's not open, we're just enjoying the atmosphere, putting these good vibes out so we can receive even more. Uh, Today's topic: Are you about that life? Yeah, I said it. Are you about that life? And we don't mean it in a negative aspect. I know some people say, "Are you about that life?" And we think we got to go do the most extreme stuff. But we're talking from a standpoint of where we're backing up our actions. We're backing up our words with action. So are we about that life? We're checking ourselves right now. What we about? What you stand for? Are you standing on your word? You standing on what you say you gonna do? Are you about that life? That's a serious question too. A lot of us talk. A lot of us at the beginning of the year we make resolutions. We say we're gonna do things, and sometimes we fall short. And we're not knocking nobody for that. All of us fall short. But are we one of the ones that we keep on talking? We keep on talking. We keep on talking. And years later, we still talking. We still talking about what we could have did, what we should have did, what we would have did, looking at somebody else do what we supposed to be doing. So are we about that life? Are we about being entrepreneurs, influencers? Are we about being great parents, great teachers, great leaders? Are we about it? Or are we just talking? Are we gonna do what we said we were gonna do last week or yesterday? We're gonna start that workout plan. We're gonna start eating better. Or are we just talking? I think right now we're at a point of where everybody's tired of talk. After seeing debates and after seeing just the most ridiculous stuff going on Twitter and all the social media networks, some people we just tired of talk. Some people actually have been what they call it a part of cancel culture and been getting deleted and unfollowed. You know what I'm saying? Based on talk, based on the stuff you said that people didn't agree with, or that people really realize something's been revealed. You ain't really about that life. You putting on and you're marketing good and you're looking good and you're making it seem like the best of the best and you got it all going on. But at the end of the day, you ain't about that life. So we putting a check on ourselves to make sure we really about that action. We really doing what we say we're gonna do. We really are who we say we are. We're not just putting on for people's approval, for people to hit the like button or the love button or the care, you know what I'm saying, or the wow. We really doing what we say we're doing. We're being real. Um, we all talk about being real to the aspect of it being a community thing or it making us seem hard and tough, but are we being real with ourselves first and foremost? It first and foremost starts with love, loving ourselves. So until we can be real with ourselves, our atmosphere is not gonna change. Everything is gonna be false. Everything is gonna seem like an acting role. And some of us, let's face it, we ain't good actors. Uh, we mess up a lot. We screw up the role. We only last a week or a day. Even when that comes to some people being nice, some people like I'm trying to be nice, you know. And really, at the end of the day, they want to be mean. They want to be hateful. They want to be themselves. So I mean, when you talk about being real, it's just being you, being 100% you, and being okay with that. We always speak on a positive level. We're not encouraging nobody to be, hateful or to go out and do hateful things to other people. But we encourage you to look within. It's all about looking within and changing so it can change the world around us without, you know. Um, when I think about that life, like I say, it had a negative connotation. It had a negative aspect of being like gang related and stuff like that. Or are you gonna do what you say you're gonna do? Or are you gonna be that big bad tough person? When really on the inside, a lot of the toughest people feel totally different. They just feel like they gotta do that for people to respect them and to appreciate them. And at the end of the day, they're not comfortable with being their self, their truly creative and passionate self to put that out there. So we kind of can get caught up in a false sense of reality, a false sense of life. And when you think about it, it's really fear. Um, that's why people have to go and grab weapons, feel like they have to have a weapon on them to make that symbolize, okay, I'm about this life. But it don't take a weapon to change situations. It takes your thinking, how you move, how you act, you know, because you do what they say, you reap what you sow. You do get back that energy that you're putting out there. So we want to encourage that positive energy. We want to be about that life. That's the life that we're about. We're happy grinding. We're doing what we love. Trying not to ever work a day in our life. We're creating that positive stress, what they call the eustress, to keep us out of distress. To keep our body less tense, to keep us smiling and not looking angry, not walking around like the world is just against us when it's really not. All this stuff been put here for us to enjoy. So that's the life that we're about. Enjoying, reaping the fruits of our labor, enjoying all these benefits, all this beautiful stuff around us. So we're about that life. When we're speaking on parenting and getting down and grinding and providing a good example for our kids, not that just don't mean financially and buying the PS5 or the new Xbox, or, you know what I'm saying? It's just about being our true self, the best of the best of ourselves, and really running with that, being comfortable with being different. We follow trends, and a lot of us try to be the same so much, and then we realize that's not us. I'm not about that life. Whether that's going out and partying and drinking and splurging and spending what you don't got, at the end of the day you get home and you realize, I ain't about that life. I ain't even built for that. That's not even for me. Whether that's going out and being promiscuous and feeling like you need everybody. Some people realize, hey, that's not me. I'm not about that life. Some people go out and tackle stuff. I remember when you think about, I used to be a firefighter, so when you think about a lot of people are afraid to do those things. A lot of people say, I ain't got that courage to run in a burning building. So it really puts you to the test of saying, hey, am I about that life? Can I run in here for someone who I don't know, or someone's property that it doesn't belong to me, and be prepared to save something, be prepared to give my life in exchange for trying to help somebody else? So those aspects get us to really see, hey, are we about that life? Some of our tests that we have in life, the trials and tribulations, things that we think are bad, really get indicators to get us and point us in the right direction. Hey, you really about this life? You want to go through all this? And what is the payoff for you going through all this? So we got to weigh the benefits, those options, the pros and the cons. What is this life about? And am I really about it? Am I built to go 8 years, 10 years to become a doctor? Am I really built for the bar exam to become a lawyer? Am I really built to become a pro athlete? I enjoy sports. I enjoy it, but am I about that life? That I'm going to put in that dedication, those hours behind the scenes for me to make it, for me to become the best of the best, for me to be able to get drafted, for me to be able to get that full college scholarship. Am I about that life? Am I about that life to go to college? Or should I just go to work, find something I love to do, and go at it? It's not all about following what people say you should do. It's about following your heart, what's true to you, being about your life, And life is all about living them experiences. So we're not truly living if we're just doing something just to be doing something, or doing something following somebody else. Because as we see, trends change. All that cultural stuff, it changes. And during these times with the rise in technology, everything is shifting rapidly. By the time you get caught onto the trend, it's gone. And then 10, 20 years later, it might come back around. A lot of stuff we used to do that people would roast you for, now it became popular. So nobody ever would have thought that. But then we weren't about that life, and even now, we ain't about that life. It's meant for a whole generation, a whole different group of people. So it's just a lot of times on here we're just going to talk about examining ourselves. It's all about self-evaluation. Like now, for me that means it's an emergency. So this is a time of emergency. We're getting on the scene. What we got to do. We got to evaluate the scene, see what the situation is like. Always having situational awareness. Um, so those things right there, even at the divine moment in time, it means a lot. So right now, what's the situation? This is an emergency. We trying to change our lives. This is the most important thing ever. And are we about that life? Like you think you got to do it. Some people think they got to go out and rob and steal. But can you imagine how much you got to rob and steal to make a living and what the consequences are? No one's ever been just the most successful retiring as a thief or a robber, you know? So realistically, you got to look at it. Am I about that life? Can I keep doing this? I know I got to pay for the consequences. Like we say, you always reaping what you're sowing. So if you ain't putting out that positive energy, even that negative energy, it got to come back in some aspect. And whether it doesn't come back to you, it can come back to somebody you love. So we got to take that into account. Are we about that life? Are we willing to take the consequences of our actions? Can we stand on that? Can we stand on our word? And can we be responsible and say, okay, that's on me. That's my fault. I'm going to take that. You know. So we got to think about those things as we go through life, as we go through our different situations. Even as we try stuff. It's okay to try. We got to sample a little bit. That's what experience is all about. So there's many things we've done, there's many things I've done that I'll say, okay, I like that. I don't see myself doing that for the rest of my life, but I like that. I don't like this. I don't want to do this no more. Let me try a little bit of that, a little bit of this. And it's still a lot of things I want to try now, you know. But those things help you determine, am I about that? Do I want to continue on and pursue this? You know, so we're all about discovering people's passions and seeing what's in people's heart and allowing them to bring that what they have within, bring it forth to make it manifest. You know, some people think it's just a struggle to do certain things, but we're here to show that all these things can be done. It can be done easily, it can be done hard, but it is all possible. So when you look around and even when you see your friends and you recognize some people just, as they say, faking it till they make it. Some people caught up in the smoke and mirrors. Even ask them. You know, it's okay for us to put our friends and family in check to a certain aspect and be like, man, you about that life, man. I see this, and this in you, man. I think you'll be good at this. You know what I'm saying? I see that you passionate about this. Why you ain't doing it? You know, leave that stuff right there alone. You know, I can see you unhappy doing this. I can see you unhappy with this job. I can see you unhappy with this person. So you ain't about that life, man. Let's change that. Let's get in a whole nother direction so we all can enjoy. It's not just it's about us, but it's not just about us reaping that benefit. You know, we don't, like they say, it's lonely at the top. So that's what we're in the aspect of shifting. When we get into that mindset and when things are going good around us, we want to spread these good vibes so that these good vibes are in my circle. I got a circle full of good vibes. Everywhere we going, we're flourishing. Everything is coming forth. Everything's going good. Everybody pursuing what they love. Everybody's happy. We ain't all down and we ain't got to vent all day long, you know. And we do understand that everything's not gonna be perfect. So let's be clear on that. But even during those times of where it's imperfection, you still got them good vibes around you to help pull you out of that quicker. So we don't get sunk down in that slump, that depression, all that other anger, all that other stuff that can take us in a whole nother direction. Can take us to that life that we really ain't about. So if you can on this day, hey, check yourself, and then whoever comes into your mind, your spirit, give them some encouragement, give them a push. Even share the video, like, so they can check their own self. Am I about that life? It's okay to change. It's okay to be different. It's okay if you ain't doing what everybody else in the neighborhood is doing. Even if you're in the roughest conditions, people make it out. It's okay to move. It's okay to move differently. You know, you ain't got to participate in everything. Like, it's just like what parents just say. If your friend jump off a bridge, you gonna jump off a bridge, you know? So think about that type of stuff, man. It may sound cliche, but at the end of the day, it is some truth behind those things. It is something to make you go, that make you go, you know what? They might have a point. You know, they might be telling me something I need to hear while I'm getting mad, while I'm taking an offensive. So we just got to look at those things, man, and see what type of life we're about, what we want to have, what are our expectations. what we want to do and go for that. Don't let nobody stop you or try to control your life and tell you what you need to be doing. Be about what you're about and be the greatest you could be. That's our word. So with that being said, man, check yourself before you wreck yourself. And we're gonna do the same. We're gonna stay in our lane and keep this marathon going. We ain't finna enjoy the weather. This is Mr. Happy Grinding. If you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share that with somebody that you love so that we can start shifting the mindset so that we can start getting on our happy grind. In the meantime, you keep happy shining. We love y'all, man. Peace.